throughout Canada and other people that have chosen Inuvik to be their home from throughout Canada and the world. And all of this makes Inuvik a great place to live. Item number 2, adoption of the agenda, moved by Councillor Merrill, seconded by Councillor Gillis. Any additional changes needed on the agenda? Being none, all in favor? Motion carried. Declaration of conflict of interest or pecuniary interest with any of the agenda items? Seeing none at this time. Delegations, presentations, or petitions. We have Sergeant Wynot here to give us the RCMP report. So grab a chair, Chris, and a microphone.
Thank you. It's nice to enjoy a sunny evening after a weekend in Craig. So in April, calls for service up, 58 more calls this April than last April. Some significant occurrences. There was an aggravated assault, family violence related charges were laid. Muskrat Jamboree was held. Thankfully, there were only 5 more calls for service over that weekend compared to the weekend before. So real good job by the town and the organizers keeping that a safe option for people to attend. We're investigating a complaint of somebody making sexually explicit material available to a child. Part of that investigation and a response is to be in school, educating, in particular the high school students, on what constitutes an offense under that and how they can report it safely, and some of the proceedings that we can help navigate through that. A drug trafficking investigation started in April. We saw the fruition this month, where 2 males were charged, both not from Inuvik. We did have the emergency response team help us execute warrants at a warrant at the Nova apartment, and yeah, we found good evidence to support our investigation, and we're able to lay some charges there. Majority of our calls for service continue to be alcohol related. And quite a bit of proactive stuff. 17 targeted foot patrols and 20 liquor seizures in April, including a fairly significant one that was headed to a clavic. That matter is still under investigation, and yeah, we're happy to stop that. A lot of meetings with partner agencies again. Very involved with the community. A lot of members at the Muskrat Jamboree, helping to coach soccer, playing some rec basketball, and yeah, some more workshops with community members and elders, doing pancake breakfasts at the daycare, and we were in Red Surge at a Vimy Ridge Memorial Service. 4 individuals charged with failing to comply with their proactive compliance checks. And I noticed again, as was mentioned last month, our prisoners count was up again by 30 from previous year. And just so you know, we did have 58 more calls for service. And I noticed our victim services referrals are being accepted at a higher rate. I don't know for certain, but sometimes when victims feel that they're being heard, they'll call more. We have more calls for service that may result in more prisoners being taken into custody. So I'm not saying that's the case, but that could be a result. Just people are happy with the service they're getting, and they're calling more for our help. And yes, we are fully staffed right now, and it's a really good crew. Morale's high. We're joined here in Inuvik, and we're happy to be here.
Great, thanks, Chris. Wasn't sure if you're looking for something else yet or not. So, questions, comments from council? Councilor McDonald.
Yeah, just a quick question, because on like a lot of these drug related incidences that you're picking up really young, out of province people. I mean, obviously they are not the lower level runners or whatever. How does that work, or are you making much headway with interprovincial or other agencies with trying to get the bigger dogs, so to speak?
Not gonna comment on any other active, larger scale investigations, but it very much is on our radar that there are multi-levels to some of the organized crime that is operating up here.
Any other questions, comments? For Chris? Chris, I see there's an open house on this Friday.
Yeah, Friday
Just
from
let us know what that's about.
noon to 6 on Friday at the detachment, for having an open house to celebrate Police Week. So
Okay,
stop on by, and we've got some refreshments, and answer any questions people might have in person, and it's a chance to get into the detachment and meet and greet.
yeah, certainly that leadership tour you gave a month ago or so when I attended, very interesting and very interesting to see, everything kind of behind the front desk, and that was very enlightening, and just to see the entire operations and where everything is stored, and that was very informative. I'm not sure if that's going to be part of the open house, but that was certainly interesting when myself and a few other people toured that afternoon.
Being a abridged version, not as in-depth as
Yeah.
looking
Okay.
forward to it.
All right, we'll try to remember the afternoon and drop by. No further questions, comments? Certainly good work on the drug busting. I know it's something not only town council, but all the leadership in the community and members of the community are very concerned with the amount of drugs coming in, and the more we can do to curb that and send people, back to the provinces without the money and without the drugs, and with some things to consider. So thanks, and good job on that.
Our pleasure.
Great, good.
Thank you.
Adoption of the minutes, item 561, minutes from April 20th, 22nd, council. Moved by Councilor Parrott, seconded by Councilor Merrill. Any further discussion on the minutes? All those in favor? Motion carried. Action items, anything further on any of the action items?
No.
We're good on that. New business, 8.1, request for council decision, donation request for the Muskrat Kitty Carnival. We'll get this on the table. Discussion moved by Deputy Mayor Barrett, seconded by Councilor Gillis. Any further discussion on this? Assuming there was discussion on Monday. And that was clarified by the staff that were here. Staff from Muskrat, I guess Justin was here from Muskrat Jamboree. No further discussion. All those in favor? Motion carried. 8.2, request for council decision, donation, Inuvik Pride. Moved by Councilor McDonald, seconded by Councilor Parrott. Any further discussion needed on this? No. All those in favor? Motion carried. We don't have any bylaws, department updates. I'm assuming 11, you wanted an information item. Cindy, do you want, I probably went through this on Monday. Anything further on 11.1?
Yes, I did. So the finance committee, after this meeting, will confirm when we can meet with you, so you can take a look at the budget. And it should be ready by the end of this week to go to the committee and then following the timeline as I've established. So we still have a target date in mid-June to have the budget passed and the tax letters going up, the interim bill, or sorry, the final bill going up for tax according to this timeline.
Any further questions, comments from council on that?
Nope.
Item number 12, council concerns. Any further council concerns? Okay. Anything further to discuss in camera? I'm assuming you went in camera on Monday?
No.
Oh, you didn't go in camera?
No.
Okay.
They were just informed.
Oh, okay. Maybe we're only 12 minutes into the council. We will have a brief in-camera session after the meeting or during this meeting, just to be able to have a further discussion on the latest on that. Okay. So if we can get a motion to go in camera, moved by Councillor Merrill, seconded by Councillor Gillis. All in favor?